Okay, video number 3 in the Drunken Irishman whiskey series. I think I'm gonna make some rules for this series, and that is number one rule: no bottle will be over $30. Um, because really, I find that my favorite, the price range that I like to live in is somewhere between, 35, $40 and $60. You can usually find pretty good whiskeys in that price range. In fact, you can find very good whiskeys, once you start getting above 60, $70, you know what I mean? That gets a little bit pricey. I'm not going to be drinking liquor that costs that much that often. Uh, but every now and again, if I find a bottle I want, like not that long ago, I got an E.H. Taylor. You know what I mean? I think it was $60. Normally, I won't spend that much, but I think for this series, we're gonna keep it under 30. Because really, what I want to do is find, like good entry level, good low price whiskeys that are drinkable, that are passable, and so you're not spending the booty. You know what I mean? So here we go, Johnnie Walker Red Label, right off the bat with the sniff. Well, it smells like scotch. I mean, if it's possible, I think it has even less nose than the Dewar's White Label. That's kind of hard to believe, but there's not much nose on it. Maybe a little bit, All right, well, ain't much there. It does have some legs in the glass, though. Now, on the palate, right off the rip, I can tell that they must use something kind of smoky in this blend, whether it's an Isla whiskey or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't even know much about what what the blend or what the main ingredient, what the main whiskey in Johnnie Walker is. The 12, I've noticed this isn't the 12, but the Johnnie Walker 12, the black, has probably even a slightly even more smoky flavor than this does. But I can tell that there's something in here that's got to be an Irish whiskey, and so again, on the nose, is not much. You can smell the alcohol a little bit. It just smells smooth, subtle. There's nothing offensive about the smell at all. And if we'll go back again for one more sip. Yeah, a decent, sweet, smooth whiskey. Just a hint of, see, I don't even want to say that it's smoky because it's not. There's just a hint of it, like in the background. Like you can tell maybe, I don't know, maybe some or one of the barrels in the blend was an Isla whiskey or something like that. It's like there in the background, but not way up front. You know what I mean? But all in all, not bad. I'd say I'd give this about the same as the Dewar's White Label. I'd give it a 7. You know what I mean? It's not bad, not offensive, very drinkable, cheap. I think this was 21 and change, so it's about two and a half, $3 more than the Dewar's White Label, and it's good. It's not bad at all. And then from there it bumps up. I think the black label gets put out of my $30 price range. I think it was like 32, $34 at my liquor store. But I did notice that there were a couple of other, not only cheap scotches, but cheap Irish whiskeys and cheap bourbon. So I'm gonna keep it under $30. That way it limits what I buy, and gets entry level. Give people an idea of what you can get for under $30. What I think of it. Not that anyone cares what the hell I think of it, but um, as someone who's drank a lot of pretty good amount of expensive whiskeys. Uh, in fact, I think one of my next videos is going to be to pull out. I was saving all of my empty bottles because I was going to clean them, take the labels off of them, and use them for when my barrels are done. So I've got totes full of empty bottles of liquor that I've drank in the past. So I'm thinking about digging some of them out and seeing what the hell's buried in there. There's probably some expensive bottles in there. I know there's a couple Blantons in there. There's a few expensive bottles that are in there. So yeah, so 7. Do his Red Label. I've got it on the Tom Brady jersey because up here in New England, we longing for those days of Tom Brady. Uh, what can you say? I think, it's our team 2-4, 2-5, 2-6. Who even knows? We suck. So, there you go, guys. There's the Red Label. Not bad. Would I recommend it? Sure, why not? For $21, 21 and change, you can't go wrong. I don't, like I said, it has a slightly different profile than the Dewar's Lightweight label, which was also not a bad scotch, not a bad blended scotch. So, I wouldn't be afraid to buy one. Save yourself a little money if you're in the store. They're pretty good. All right. Have a good night, guys. Later. And gals. Bye.